Good day everyone and welcome to another exciting vocab video. This is Mr. Stitt and today we're going to go over week 13 for my 8th grade students and the words they're going to study this week. And here they are: grandeur, squall, relentless, billowy, acclimate, and formidable. Let's jump into the first word. The first word this week is grandeur. Grandeur. And when something has grandeur, it has a quality or state of being impressive or awesome. And this is a noun. So if it has grandeur, it's just amazing. So I have here in this image a picture of the mountains. And this cabin in the front of the mountains does not have grandeur, but the mountains themselves are so impressive and awesome. Synonyms for this word would be beauty, brilliance, glory, greatness, magnificence, and splendor. Let's think of some things that have grandeur. The mountains definitely have grandeur. You might look out at the ocean and think, wow, that has some grandeur to it. You might also look at a beautiful house that's like a mansion that has grandeur. Maybe you're in an urban environment in a beautiful, huge city like New York City. The city has grandeur. So anything that's big, beautiful, and amazing has grandeur. The next word this week is squall. Squall. And this is a noun, so it's a thing. And it's a sudden strong wind of brief duration that is sustained for a short time, often accompanied by precipitation, and then it rapidly diminishes in speed. So you can see this storm that's developing over what looks like a farm or the plains. This is a squall. It comes in fast and heavy, and it ends super quick. We have a lot of these where I live in Florida, and they're quick, fast, violent storms, but they're gone just as quick as they come in. So synonyms would be gale, gust, tempest, windstorm, or storm, a squall. The next word this week is relentless. Relentless. And this is an adjective, so it's a descriptive word. It describes something. And relentless means not easing or slackening, maintaining speed or vigor. So I have a picture here of waves crashing on the rocks. This is very relentless. The waves will continue day after day, hour after hour. They don't stop. They don't ease. They maintain their speed and their vigor. Sometimes if you're playing a sport and the other team is just pounding your team and just beating them to death, they are relentless. Rain can be relentless. It can come. Again, like I said, I live in Florida, and so a hurricane can be very relentless. The rain can never stop. Some students say homework is relentless. It never stops. So synonyms of relentless would be determined, rigorous, ruthless, uncompromising, unrelenting, and unstoppable. Relentless. The next word this week is billowy. Billowy. Again, it's another adjective, so it describes something. And billowy means characterized by or full of billows, which is a great wave or a surge of the sea or surging. But oftentimes we don't always use billow when we talk about the ocean. We talk about billowy when we talk about clouds. This kind of shape where it's really fluffy and full, that is what we often call as billowy. Now, it originated by talking about the ocean and the seas having huge rolling waves in the ocean. But oftentimes a pillow can be described as billowy. Someone's dress can be billowy. Anything that's soft and fluffy and full, like muffins coming out of the oven, can be billowy. Synonyms for this word would be bouncy, bulgy, puffy, rising, rolling, swelling, and wavy. Billowy. The next word this week is acclimate. Acclimate. Now this is something you do. It's an action. It's a verb. And it means to become accustomed to or become accustomed to like a new climate or an environment, to adapt. And so I have this image here of this man in an ice bath. He's deep underwater and he's acclimating his body to the cold temperature. It's when you're trying to get used to something. So if you're like me and you live in Florida, we are not acclimated to cold weather. We only know hot weather for the most part. And so some people from the north might need to get acclimated to the heat. Whereas if I were to move up to the north, I would have to get acclimated to or become used to the cold. Say you're moving to a new town and you start at a new school. You would have to get acclimated to the teachers and the way the students move around the campus there. Say you're starting a new job. You would have to get acclimated to how they do work at that place. So synonyms of acclimate would be accustom, conform, habituate, toughen, climatize, and get used to, acclimate. The next word this week is formidable, formidable. And it's kind of like the other word we learned, relentless. And formidable is an adjective, so it describes things. And it means causing fear, apprehension, or dread. So kind of like relentless, where it's unceasing, formidable is when something is kind of scary. So I have Michael Jordan here. He is a very formidable basketball player. Every time he lined up against another team to play them, he was very formidable. He caused fear and dread to his opponents because he was so good. A test can be formidable. People in your life who challenge you or scare you are formidable. Animals can be kind of formidable if they're scary. Synonyms for this would be dangerous, daunting, fierce, dreadful, imposing, and menacing. Formidable. Well, thanks so much for joining us this week. Here's a summary of our Week 13 words for my 8th grade students: grandeur, squall, relentless, billowy, acclimate, and formidable. Thanks again for joining us. I hope to see you next time. Bye.